Cam is reaching out for a little bit of help. Simone finds herself in a tricky situation. And Damon didn't take in everything into account when making his big decision. What's good, y'all? Sugar Sis Erica Bain coming to you right here on Erica Bain TV with another All-American Homecoming video. And in this video, I'm breaking down the synopsis for episode number 2. If you didn't know, I am posting the synopsis as they become available on ericabain.com on the All-American Homecoming Season 2 schedule page. It'll be linked in the description box down below if you would like to read this synopsis or any other for yourself as you follow along with this video. And I also have my what to expect with each character in the All-American Homecoming universe dropping on the channel very soon, and we'll be doing a replay prior to next week's premiere for a lot of the content so that we're caught up and ready to go into season 2 with all the information that we need. So if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on it. This season we are going to be doing live pre-shows, so also look out for those and turn your bell notification on so that you don't miss out, as I will be going live before new episodes instead of after new episodes this season, and we'll be able to chop it up there. Now, let's get into the synopsis. Owning it. With the spring semester gearing up, Simone finds herself once again at odds with her teammates, leaving her to decide how she wants to be moving forward. Damon is stressed about how his decision will affect those around him, but there is one person he may not have considered. Keisha is all in on her new dance major, but she must overcome a roadblock that she didn't anticipate. Cam hits a snag in his financial aid and turns to Amara for help, causing Amara to investigate the situation. Meanwhile, Coach Marcus takes a difficult but necessary step in the right direction. I don't know about y'all, but it sounded like nothing but good, and more good. I'm so excited for the second season of All-American Homecoming. The storytelling was on fire in season 2. A lot of the character arcs are primed to go on just super amazing, drastic journeys in the season, and I cannot wait to see it. If you missed it, I already did do an episode 1 synopsis breakdown. I will link it in the description box down below, as well as the cards above, so that you can check that out. And just keep in mind that I am doing the synopsis breakdown before I have seen episode 1 and of course before episode 2. Going line by line, y'all know how I do. With the spring semester gearing up, Simone finds herself once again at odds with her teammates. So she's back kind of where she started, back at odds with Thea in particular. She has a spot on the top 6, so that's the only thing that's actually kind of different. She is literally operating within Thea's spot and has taken her place in that regard. And honestly, we're really just going to see what does that look like. How does Simone find her footing, find her confidence, and still build her skill within this space? And it's going to be a lot of pressure, as you know, Thea was queen bee on the court and leader of the team. She is a sophomore. Simone is still a freshman, and clearly Thea is gunning for her, feeling like a lot of the things that transpired over the course of last season were strategically calculated by Simone, even though we know that they wasn't. That's the narrative that she's running with, and of course she's not going to make it easy. And I think that this is going to look like Thea recruiting some of the girls to not like Simone and creating a little bit of dust. And then also some of the girls might have tension with Simone just because she was put into top 6 because Thea isn't able to compete. Like, some of them may resent that. I think this is the time where Simone is going to have to decide if she wants to continue trying to be Miss Nice Lady, Miss Goody Two Shoes, or if she's going to pull out the beast that's going to fight for what she wants and not take no lip or off of nobody. I think that this is the time for Simone to really stand up for herself, and I'm all for, taking the higher road and being mature, but then sometimes you gotta go low and let us know not to try you. And I think that that's what we're going to see in this episode. We're going to see Simone trying to figure out what is her good balance of that. Is she going to try to be nice and mature and turn the other cheek, or is she going to get gutted and gritty with people people who are throwing stones and hiding their hands and just putting her in a position that is not comfortable, to say the least. And I'm excited to see this. I think that this situation specifically is going to start to pull from Simone, and we're going to get to see her develop a little bit more within her character. She is another character in the All-American universe that I feel like has just gone on such a beautiful transformational journey. I'm so obsessed with the characters like her and Layla. I'm not obsessed with Asher, but I respect and love the journey that Asher went on. Like characters like them who have started one place and then have ended up or arrived at a completely different place, and you really get to see all of the experiences, all of the circumstances, all of the people that were involved, the love lost, the love gained, the wins, the losses that really make them who they are in the moment that we're watching them. And this is just going to become another one of those situations, and I'm excited to see it. I am not going to be mad if Simone has a moment of going to the left or the dark side and is giving Mean Girl back because people are giving her Mean Girl energy and she's not going to turn the other cheek. I will not be mad at it. But I also am not going to be mad if she decides to continue to take the high road. I really think that college is a beautiful place to explore, learn yourself, get confident in who you are or who you know yourself to be and who you want to become. And the only way that you really start to figure things out is that you try some and Simone going to try some things, and some of it's going to work for her, some of it's not, and I ain't mad at any of it. Now, Damon is stressed about his decision and how it will affect those around him, but there's one person that he may not have considered. I am racking my brain trying to think about what this is, because I do think that he was thinking about JR. I do think that he's thinking about Coach Turner. But then, Coach Turner isn't coaching them right now. He's already had a conversation with Simone about, confronting Jessie Raymond Sr. And, she mentioned how uncomfortable it was. So it's not Simone. And, him and Thea have already talked, and he told Thea he don't give a damn where he at. They're going to be together regardless because he's in this and he wants to be with her. So when I'm thinking, going down the list, I'm like, who is this person that he hasn't considered? And part of me wants to say it's himself. Like, you would think that he's making this decision for himself, so of course he considered himself, but I personally think that Damon is kind of really acting off of visceral emotions, and he's not really registering the impact that this is going to have on him. He made a very specific decision to come to Brinkston, to forego going to the MLB straight from high school, for a reason, and it was for his growth. It was for him to hopefully find out more information about his parents, which he is, for him to get a little bit more grounded in community and just build himself up. And him walking away from Brinkston is not just him not wanting to play for his father as his coach and walking away from the drama that is everything that was surrounding his paternity and the lies with that, but it's also him walking away from this community that he has really been a huge part of building and connecting, this family unit that he has started to really grow and thrive in. It's him putting himself in a position where it's really just going to be all about baseball. And the crazy thing about it is him coming to Brinkston, while it was a baseball decision on the outside, it was so much deeper than that. So I think the thing that he is not considering, and I could be thinking a little bit too mad at y'all let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think the person is that he didn't consider that they're alluding to in the synopsis? But I think that he's not thinking enough about that. He's not thinking about the deeper reasons that brought him to Brinkston and how they are affecting him and the man that he wants to be, versus reacting off of emotion. So that's my vote. There's one person that he didn't really consider, and it was himself. But again, I could be getting too meta and it could be somebody else, and I would love for y'all to tell me, who do y'all think is the person? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Now, Keisha is all in on her new dance major, but she has to overcome a roadblock that she didn't anticipate. I honestly don't know what this is going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. We know from the episode 1 synopsis that her and Cam are not necessarily in a great place. He's been ignoring her, and Keisha gets pissed about it, so that sends her back into her old ways. So personally, she could be struggling, and that could be manifesting as she is trying to dance and do different things. Maybe the dance team or the people within the dance major are not as receptive to her immediately because she's a pre-med person and the former president's daughter or whatever. I don't know. I'm really just excited to see whatever the roadblock is. I think that Keisha is going to be able to meet it, face it, and beat it with little to no sweat because she's a fighter and she's so bomb. But I'm, again, looking forward to seeing whatever this is going to be. Now, Cam hits a snag with his financial aid and turns to Amara for help, causing Amara to investigate the situation. This is going to be cool. This is going to be a really interesting conversation to have because technically, from, you know, when I was in school, y'all, when you sign and you get a full scholarship, they give you your scholarship for the entire school year. They can't just cut you off mid-semester or after one semester unless you do something where you're academically ineligible or you do something to get put off the team that's like a vile like breach of like code of conduct or something like that. So I think what Auntie Amara is going to wind up investigating is if they are able to, or why they are able to completely just cut his funding mid-school year like that, when at the end of the day, when athletes sign and you sign a full scholarship, they are required to pay for those 2 semesters of school, whether you get hurt or not. Now, the following year, sophomore year, where he will be no longer on the team because he didn't get the surgery and he's not actually playing anymore, they're no longer obligated to actually cover his tuition, but technically they are not supposed to be able to just stop paying his spring semester after he already signed a contract agreeing to do what he needed to do for them to pay for both semesters, and he was taken out of the running because of an injury that was outside of his control. So I think that that's what this storyline is actually going to be. In the midst of it, I think that Cam is going to be looking for a job on campus so that he can be able to stay. I'm glad that he's returning. I know a lot of y'all were really nervous because we didn't get to see much of him in the trailers, and it's been kind of like hush hush about his character thus far, but he is definitely back and he has been filming with them. He will be an active part of season 2 of All American Homecoming, and I'm excited for them to have the conversation around student athletes and certain rules and restrictions and how we tend to get treated or mishandled in times where we really should be better protected and taken care of. Now, meanwhile, Coach Marcus takes a difficult but necessary step in the right direction, and I think that this is him going to therapy, and I'm here for it. Y'all know I speak about this all the time. I am here for everybody going to therapy, but specifically seeing in mainstream media Black men going to therapy. I am here for it. I can watch it on any day of the week, and I love the representation of it, and that's just my guess. What do y'all think is the necessary step that's difficult that Coach Marcus is going to take? And I'm excited to see if Damon Mama is going to be here and helping him take these dang on steps forward. All right, y'all, that is my breakdown from what I got from reading the synopsis. Again, it's available on ericavane.com for you to go and read for yourself. I'll link in the description box down below. What do you think is happening based off of this synopsis? It's your turn to tell me in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you let it talk TV with, coming to you, breaking down everything in the All-American universe. I'm so glad that you're here, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate you so very much. If you're not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Look out for my new All-American and All-American Homecoming content coming daily. And if you're watching this before the episode premieres on October 10th, then don't miss out on my rewind lives where we catch up on previous episodes, other breakdowns, and talk about the show before we lead into the new season. And join me live for the All-American Universe pre-shows every Monday. See you in the next one.